Welcome to Real English with Us, your English learning moment. Fun, simple, and powerful. Do you want to learn English easily and finally start to speak about your daily routine with confidence? In this episode, you will practice basic English conversation for beginners, focused on real-life situations. Today, we will help you learn how to talk about your day in English using simple sentences, easy vocabulary, and slow pronunciation. This is perfect for all levels English learners who want to improve their speaking and listening skills step by step. You will learn how to describe your morning, your afternoon, and your evening using daily routine vocabulary like wake up, eat breakfast, go to work, relax, and go to bed. We will speak natural way so you can understand clearly, repeat easily, and build real confidence. And hey, if you're enjoying this calm and easy way to learn, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this with a friend who is also learning English, because learning together is always more fun.
So, imagine your phone rings right now.
Oh, okay.
You look at the screen, and it is an English-speaking friend.
Oh, wow. That can be a little scary.
Right. You answer the phone, and your friend asks a very simple question. They ask, "How is your day going?"
That is a big question.
Exactly. Does your mind go blank? Do you forget the words? Do you feel stuck?
I think, many people feel stuck there.
Well, today we are going to fix that. Welcome to our deep dive.
Hello, my friend. We are so glad you are here with us.
Yes, welcome.
It is completely normal to freeze when someone asks about your day. But today, we want to give you the tools to answer that question with confidence.
That is the goal. Being able to describe your day it is a huge step in learning English.
It really is.
Because your day is your real life. When you can talk about your daily routines, you can connect with people, you can share your life with friends or family or coworkers.
Yes, and I want to be very clear about something before we begin.
Okay, what is that?
Making mistakes is just part of the process. You are an adult learning a completely new skill.
Right, it takes time.
Exactly. When you make a mistake, it is just proof that you are trying. Daily practice is how you grow.
I agree completely. Trying to speak English is it is a lot like building a new daily habit. Think about making your bed in the morning.
Making your bed, okay, that is a very good comparison. Tell me why.
Well, when you first decide to make your bed every day, it takes extra time. You have to think about it.
You are focusing on it.
Yeah. You pull the blankets up. You fix the pillows. It feels like work.
It does.
But after a few weeks, what happens? Your brain remembers the steps. You just do it without thinking.
That is exactly how language works in the brain. The mechanics are the same. Repetition builds memory.
Step by step.
Step by step, it becomes natural. And since every habit starts in the morning, that is where our deep dive begins today.
The morning. The start of the day. In English, when we talk about things we do every single day, we use something called the simple present tense.
Right. The simple present.
It is a way to talk about habits.
This is a very important rule.
Yeah.
We use the simple present for habits, things you always do.
Like waking up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us look at an example. You open your eyes, you wake up. Let us say you wake up at 7 in the morning.
Right. I say, I wake up. Not, I am waking up, because it is a habit. I wake up every day.
Exactly.
Then I get out of bed.
Getting out of bed is the next step. And, after you get up, you usually need energy.
Oh, yes. Always.
So you go to the kitchen, you make breakfast.
I love making breakfast. It is a quiet time. I drink coffee. I always drink coffee in the morning.
Me too.
And I eat bread, or maybe I eat fruit, like an apple.
Listen to those words. I make breakfast. I drink coffee. I eat fruit.
Very simple.
Notice how simple these sentences are. They are strong and clear. They describe your daily routine perfectly.
So after breakfast, we have everyday chores.
Chores.
Yes,
Yeah.
Chores are small jobs you do around the house. Like I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. Brushing teeth is a daily habit.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Then you get dressed.
Right. Clothes.
You choose your clothes. You put on a shirt and pants. You get dressed. And sometimes you have more chores.
Like what?
You might sweep the floor. You might wash the coffee cup.
Everyday chores are a big part of life. Washing dishes.
Yeah.
Making the bed. Taking out the trash. We do these things every morning. Then it is time to leave home.
And when you leave home, you travel to a new place. You might go to work. or you might go to school.
And there are different ways to travel, right?
Yes, there are.
Let us talk about travel vocabulary. I can say, I take the bus, or I can say, I drive a car.
Right.
But wait, I have a question here.
Okay, go ahead.
Why do I say, I take the bus, but I drive a car? Why do we use different words?
That is a very smart question. It comes down to control.
Control.
Yes. Who is in control? When you are in a car, you hold the steering wheel. You control the machine.
Oh, I see.
So you drive the car.
I control the car, so I drive. But on a bus, I do not control anything.
Exactly. The bus driver drives the bus. You just walk inside, sit down, and ride.
That makes sense.
Use the bus to get to your destination. So in English, we say you take the bus, you take it with you on your journey.
The logic of the language is very clear when you explain it. What about a bicycle? Do I drive a bicycle?
No, not drive. For a bicycle, we say ride. You ride a bicycle.
Ride a bicycle. Got it.
Or you can simply walk. You use your feet and you walk.
Taking the bus. Driving a car. Riding a bicycle. Walking. These are very useful words.
They are.
Now, let us pause for a moment. We want to help you practice these morning habits.
Yes. We will speak some short sentences. We want you to listen carefully to the simple present tense.
Let us say that again. Slowly.
I wake up early.
Take a breath.
I drink coffee.
One more.
I take the bus.
Now you try.
Yes. Take your time. Just say it out loud.
Very good. Hearing your own voice is a big part of the practice.
It really is.
So you just described a morning routine perfectly. You wake up, you eat, you travel, but then, well, the morning is over.
The sun is high in the sky.
Yes, we arrive at the afternoon.
The afternoon brings a big shift. In the morning, we talked about habits. But in the afternoon, we're usually very busy.
True.
We're doing things actively. So the language must change too.
This is where it gets interesting. Can you explain how the language changes?
Yes. So in the morning, you said, I drink coffee because it is a daily habit.
Right.
But in the middle of a busy afternoon, if someone asks what you are doing right at that exact moment, you use a different form.
Okay.
You use a word that ends with the letters ing.
Oh, the ing words.
Yes.
So I do not say I work right now. I say I am working.
Exactly. I am working means the action is happening right now at this very second.
A second.
This is called the present continuous tense.
Present continuous.
It shows active motion.
Okay, let me practice this. The afternoon is for productive tasks. So if I am at my job, I can say I am working. If I am at a school, I can say I am studying.
Yes. Both sentences end with ing. They describe what you are doing right now.
What if I'm at a desk?
You might sit at a desk.
Yeah.
You look at a computer. You can say, I am answering emails.
Answering emails, that is a very common task.
It is.
Or maybe I am talking on the telephone. I'm talking to a client.
Very good.
What about schedules?
The afternoon is full of schedules.
Schedules and appointments are very important. An appointment is a specific time to meet someone.
Right.
For example, you look at the clock. It is 12 or 1 in the afternoon. It is time for a break in your schedule.
The best part of the day. Lunchtime. Lunch gives you energy to finish your work.
Exactly. Where do you usually eat lunch? If you're at work, you might eat with other people.
Yeah, I eat with my coworkers.
Right. Coworkers are the people who work with you.
I like eating with coworkers. You can relax. You can talk about different things.
Or if you work from home, you might have lunch alone. You have a quiet lunch in your kitchen. So, if someone calls you at 12:30 and asks what you are doing, you use the ing word.
Yes.
You say, I am eating lunch.
Perfect. I am eating lunch.
I understand the mechanics now. It feels very different from the morning routine. It feels like motion.
Yes, motion and activity. After lunch, the afternoon continues. You go back to your tasks. You are working hard.
But you cannot work for 8 hours without stopping.
No, definitely not. You need a small rest.
You need to take a break. Taking a break is essential. What do people do when they take a break in the afternoon?
Well, there are many ways to take a break. You might step away from your desk. You might go for a walk outside.
Walking outside is nice. It gives you fresh air. It wakes up your brain.
Or maybe you just sit in a chair. You drink some water. You'll get your phone. You can say, I am resting. Or, I am taking a break.
Let us practice this active language. This is how you tell people what you are doing right now.
Yes. Listen one more time. Pay attention to the ing sounds.
Here we go.
I am working.
Listen again.
I am studying.
And one more.
I am taking a break.
Now you try.
Yes. Speak out loud. Give it a try.
Excellent. You are doing very well.
Very well.
You know, I just realized something. This ing rule is so helpful for real life.
How so?
Well, think about my phone ringing, the scenario we talked about at the beginning.
Right, the phone call.
If my mother calls me in the middle of the day, she always asks, "What are you doing?"
Mothers always ask that.
Yes, they do. And before, maybe I would freeze. But now I know the formula.
You do.
I just use I am and add an ing word.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are communicating your current reality. You can say, I am walking to the store, or I am cleaning the kitchen.
It gives you the power to describe your exact moment.
It really takes away the fear of speaking. You just follow the rule.
But eventually, the busy afternoon comes to an end. The sun starts to set. The sky changes color.
The active part of the day is over. We move from motion to rest.
This brings us to the evening.
The evening. The transition to night.
In the evening, the language changes again. We slow down. We finish our tasks. I can say, I am finishing work.
Yes. You close your computer, you turn off the lights, you travel back home.
You leave the busy world behind.
And when you get home, the focus changes. It is not about work anymore. It is about comfort.
It is about dinner.
Dinner is the final meal of the day. Having dinner is a time for real-life connections.
Yes, it is a time to sit with family or friends. We share stories about the day.
Right.
I might ask my family, how was your day? And they can answer using the words we just learned.
Exactly. After dinner, there are still a few evening chores. Everyday tasks do not stop completely.
That is true. You might wash the dinner dishes.
You might do the laundry. Washing your clothes is doing the laundry.
Doing the laundry, taking out the trash for the night. These are small habits.
But after the chores are done, it is time for relaxing nighttime activities.
Relaxing. How do you like to relax in the evening?
Oh, I like quiet things. I like to sit on the sofa. I watch TV.
Watching TV is good. I love to read a book. Reading a book really calms my mind.
Watching TV, reading a book, listening to music. These activities help lower your stress.
They really do.
But as the evening turns into night, we start to talk about our feelings. We talk about the state of our body.
Right. We do not talk about actions as much. We talk about how we feel. I do not say, I am tiring. That is incorrect, right?
That is right. You do not say that. Tired is an adjective. It is a feeling word.
Okay.
So we simply use the verb to be. We say, I am tired.
I am tired. It describes my state of being.
Exactly.
My body feels heavy. My eyes want to close.
Yes. You can also say, I am sleepy. It means you are ready for bed. It is very important to know how to express these feelings.
Let us practice describing how we feel at night. This is very useful.
Listen closely to the words.
I am tired.
Think about the feeling.
I am sleepy.
One more.
I am going to bed.
Now you try.
Take a moment to say it.
Very good. Knowing how to say I am tired is so important.
It really is. It tells the people around you that you need to rest. It is clear communication.
And then you look at the clock. It is late. It might be 10 or 11 at night. It is time for sleep.
You go to your bedroom, you put on your pajamas, you get into bed, you pull up the blankets.
The exact same blankets you organized this morning.
Yes, the daily cycle is complete. The morning habit meets the evening rest.
It is a full circle.
You know, looking at the day like this, morning, afternoon, evening, it makes the English language feel much more organized.
It does. Language is not just a list of random words. It is connected to time. It is connected to what you are doing.
Right. Morning is for simple habits. Afternoon is for active ing words.
And evening is for sharing feelings.
You have just learned the framework of a full day in English. You have the tools to answer the question, how is your day going?
Yes, you do. We want to remind you that using these simple sentences every single day is the key to fluency.
Practice is what builds confidence.
Do not wait for a perfect moment to speak. Speak when you are alone. Speak when you're doing your chores.
Connect the English words to your physical actions.
Exactly. When you wash the dishes, think to yourself, I am washing the dishes.
When you drink coffee, think, I drink coffee.
Connect the word to the reality.
That is how it becomes a part of you. So we want to leave you with a final, gentle challenge.
A challenge is a wonderful way to grow. What should they do?
Well, tomorrow morning, when you first open your eyes,
Okay.
before you even get out of bed, try to name your actions in English.
Oh, just in your head?
In your head or quietly out loud.
That is brilliant. Starting the day with English thoughts.
Yes. Think to yourself, I wake up, I get out of bed, I walk to the kitchen.
That is great.
Challenge yourself to describe your first 5 minutes of the day entirely in English.
You know, it might feel strange at first. You might forget a word.
And that is okay.
Just try. It is a wonderful way to build your new habit.
Thank you for joining us today. You spent your valuable time learning and growing.
We loved exploring these daily routines with you.
Yes, thank you, my friend. Keep practicing your words. Keep building your confidence, step by step.
Have a wonderful, productive day, or a very peaceful night wherever you are in your routine.
We will be here with you next time. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, and keep speaking.